Welcome back, everybody, to Leaning into Lent, a new series that we have here at Browncroft, really allowing us to participate in this season of Lent together and be extremely intentional about the practices together as a congregation that we really want to instill. And one of those practices that we're going to be talking about today with my friend Alyssa Matz here is a fun one, or a challenging one for some of us, called silence. That's a tough one, Alyssa. Not a lot of us like silence or are used to silence, but how about you? Your life, how have you embraced silence in your life?
Well, it can be hard. I'm not going to be sitting up here and saying that it's easy to be silent. It can be so hard to be silent, especially like in modern times. There's always something that's vying for our attention. There's always people around us. There's always our phone is buzzing in our pocket. There's always our AirPods are in. We're listening to a podcast. Why God, why maybe? We're listening to music, or there's something in the background. Like there's always something that's vying for our attention. So it's really hard to find spaces of silence. And so you have to be really intentional about creating silent spaces is what I've found in my life. So the way that I do that is by intentionally setting aside time to be silent, intentionally finding a space to be silent, and intentionally creating silence in my mind. So kind of 3 dimensions of silence, if that makes sense. So setting aside time is saying, I'm going to take these next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however much I think I need, or however much time I have to be silent. And setting aside a space, saying, okay, I'm going to go to this specific place. For me, it's nature. Love being outside. That's where I connect with God. That's where it really can genuinely be silent, because there's not many people, there's not many distractions, except for beautiful nature. And I put away like phone devices, either put it in a separate room or put it on silent. Actually, there was a study done that says that if even having your phone on you, even if it's on silent, your mind is still thinking about it.
I've experienced that before. I didn't know there was a study about it.
There's actually a study that says that. So it's actually really good if you can completely separate yourself from your cell phone and just put it in a different room, put it in your car, don't even have it on your person. You can truly absorb silence and aloneness. And then the third thing is silencing my mind. So just slowing down, taking a breath, taking inventory, taking captive my thoughts, and really trying to focus on that silence that I'm trying to sit in. And that's the hardest one of all.
Right.
The hardest of the 3 to kind of control.
Yeah.
So that's what going into that silent space looks like for me.
So good. Have you experienced God speaking to you in those times of silence? As you've quieted your mind and found the right place and found the right time? Have you experienced that? Like, if so, like, what kind of things, you can get as specific as you want, but like, what does he communicate to you during those times of silence?
I guess it depends on what I need to hear. And oftentimes I'm thinking, I'm not hearing from God. Where is God? Like, what does he want from me? And then I just take those moments of silence, and it almost comes instantly. And it's like, oh, I just needed to be with him. And I think we do that a lot. It's like, why am I not hearing from God? Why is he not speaking to me? And I think the question is, why are we not spending time with him? And sometimes we just need to take a step back and to find that silent space and that time to be with God and to hear what he has to say. But yes, he has spoken to me in so many ways, and just the silence allows for me to hear his voice and to shut out all of the distractions of the world. Like, there's so much that is distracting us, and to be able to go to that space where God can just fully speak to me and I can be fully present with him and fully know what he is trying to say to me is it's just beautiful. There's nothing like it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why am I not hearing from God? Well, why am I not stopping
Yeah.
to hear from God?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about for Browncroft at large? If you think about our church, and especially this week that's coming up where we want to focus on silence together, what could we do?
Sorry, I was just silent for a second.
Yeah,
Just
no, hey,
waiting to hear from
I
God.
embrace the silence.
Yes. Just try it. It's hard at first. It's really hard. It's really awkward. It's not fun. You may find your mind wandering. You may find yourself looking for your phone or wanting to talk to the people around you. But I would say just try it. Just take that moment, take that breath. Even just start with a minute of silence. In the middle of your day, at night, in the morning, whenever is convenient for you, and just close your eyes. Want to do it with me right now?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Close your eyes.
Closing the eyes.
Just take a deep breath. Quiet your mind. Just focus on God. And just invite him into your thoughts. And just listen to what he would have to say to you. Not what you want to hear, but what he is speaking into your life. All right, I don't know if that was a minute, but
It was pretty
it was
close.
pretty close. I didn't count, but it may have felt long if you're not used to doing that. But just take that time. I would encourage anyone who's listening, just take that time, just refocus, listen to what God is saying to you, and practice it more. And the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. And then you can expand it more. You can expand it from that minute into maybe a longer extended period of silence with God.
Oh, I love it. This is going to be a fun week to practice something that is really important. And so thank you, Alyssa, for leading us in this way and even for leading us in a little moment of silence together. I think that's really meaningful. So I hope you all can apply this to your lives this week. I'm excited to see what we hear from God as we take time just to slow down before him. See you next week.